Hey guys, happy Friday. It's operations time again. We're going to be picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago, which is right over here in La Mirada and Cerritos. The guys were in the middle of doing a couple drop-offs over here. We just got to do one little switch here. Let me pick you up for a second. Well, now you can see the car there. You see that little pink car off to the left there, just behind the tree? We got to stick him back into athearn, and let's get pulled out over here. We'll grab him, drop him back off over there, and then these two tank cars that we're pulling out of here with, and the hopper, they're going over to Orange, the orange section of the layout, that is, Orange, California. And we're going to be doing some switching over there. We'll see how far we get. I'll get my turn thrown over here. Let's go ahead and grab that guy. Now, I was just kind of taking a look at this little situation here, and since we've got already a couple of pickups there, back behind that pink car, we got two pickups we did. Let me find a skewer. Right there's good. Somebody take the brake off, huh? Anyway, yeah, we got two pickups that we picked up over here at, what is it, Southern Wine and Spirits. Way back in the very left-hand side there, you can just see the blue car way off on the left there. And we did two pickups, and you can't quite see them. They're right behind the trees there in your view. But I think we're going to leave them over here, and we'll pick them back up on our way back, because the orange section can get a little bit tight there, and we got a lot of pickups to do over there too, so we might as well leave these guys right over here. But we got to kind of get on the right side of the train, meaning I got to get the locomotives over on the hopper side here. So we do got to do a little bit of runaround and a little bit of maneuvering here. Right there is good. Come on. There we go. This little section of track over here where we're dropping off has got a little bit of a slope to it right there, so that pink car started rolling down a little bit. All right, let's see here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pick you up just so you can get the bigger picture here. All right, right there's good. Let me get that back. Now, this little turnout here is the one that doesn't have a spring in it, so I got to make sure it's set right. So, basically, I want to leave these two guys behind, right? These two yellow box cars, but I want to get the locomotives on the proper side of the train. So we're going to connect everything back up over here. Come on, brakes. We'll do a quick run around. Or actually, we won't actually connect them up. We're gonna push them forward here a little bit. And then we're going to come do our run around, come back down here, get our box cars. Well, yeah, we got to connect everything up. As usual, I don't plan things all that much. All right, I guess that's good right there. Let's go ahead and disconnect. We got Mr. Torres over here on this end, and Mr. Sanford over here on this end. And Benjamin running around somewhere out there barking at something. As always, hope everybody had a good couple of weeks, or at least a week, because we did do our other operations video there with the new guy. That was kind of fun. A little break in between this little section here. There's Benjamin. He's sitting on the hood right there. with Mr. Torres. It's finally cooling down here now that it's, well, technically fall, finally. Though sometimes here in Southern California, fall can kind of blend right into summer. All right, we gotta stop over here, change our turnout again here, and then we shall continue on down the line. Yeah, it's finally comfy over here in SoCal. Although, what was it? 88. It hit 88 yesterday. That's fall. Fall in Southern California. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down over here so I don't have to keep shaking you. Let's see. We'll go right over here. Come on. There we go. Cheat just a little bit here and switch that turnout without stopping. And this track here needs a little cleaning. I'm looking forward to starting some scenery work over here. I did do a little bit of a cleanup on the layout. Ooh, bang, right there. All right. Give 'em a little stretch here. Yep, we got everybody. Let's keep on going. I got the vacuum out and I kind of vacuumed around the layout here and there, trying to get a little bit of the dust off it. Yeah, I almost forgot already. I was going to leave these two boxcars behind. I guess we're taking them with us. Never mind. I wanted to do a couple little more maneuvers there and just drop these two boxcars off right there, but well, we're going to have to deal with them now with all our pickups and everything else we're doing over in Orange. Let's go back up. I'm going to grab my car cards. We'll run over here, and hopefully all our turnouts are not correct here, as usual. Oh my goodness. We're coming down the wrong line here. All right, and we're hung up too on something. Let's see. Now, I said I was gonna do this track right here. There we go. I said I was going to ballast this track, but I ended up obviously not ballasting it. And that's why we're having all this trouble right here. Oops. I hit the wrong one. Boy, this is, There we go. All right, I think I got him in the right position. Let's, come on, you can make it. Through it with the two locomotives right there. Anyway, all right. I got to do a drop back here, which is why we're having this little issue. And the fact that it's not ballast, it's just got a couple little nails right here. That's what locomotive kind of got hung up on. Oh, yeah. All right. It's going to be one of those kind of operations here. Like Burr Stewart says, this is reality model railroading. All right. Well, now unfortunately we got our 2 box cars here still with us. Those are our pickups. I wanted to leave those behind, but obviously did not. Let's stop right here. I'm gonna put the camera down here. We're gonna take a look at. I'm gonna get my tripod out of the way, and grab my car cards, and let's kind of figure out what the heck we're doing over here. So here's our 2 pickups that we were gonna drop off. We got the hopper here going to Westpac, and then the 2 tank cars are going over to FXI. So let's figure out what we got to do first. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I should say, fortunately, I think we should just run in and take one step at a time, because I don't know which way. I don't know how to do it. I haven't thought that far ahead. So both of those all 3 cars that we're dropping off are going to be coming down here. We're going to be picking up these 2 hoppers down here, and all the way over here we're going to be picking up cars over here. I think both of those box cars and one of these tank cars. So we're going to have to do a runaround over here. Hey, come on, camera. And we can leave our box cars behind over here at least. That'll work. About half a car there to clear the switch. Right there is good. Alrighty. Let me get you here so you can actually see something, huh? There you go. So disconnect these guys here. Run up ahead here, get a runaround done again. I guess this is the best view right here, huh? Me holding it. I'll try not to shake the camera too much. At least over here in orange, I have my fascia switch throws, which makes life quite easier. Yeah, I guess we can leave our 2 yellow box cars over there, and at least that'll kind of keep them out of the way. Now I'm going to go through the motions here, and we got to stop. We got to throw the turnout over there while we block the street. Always a nice view down here with the big palm trees and pine trees. Whoop, what was that? I think we grabbed one of the pine trees right there for a second. I know, Benjamin. My goodness, hold on up there. And again, we'll stop over here. We'll get our switch thrown. And while we're coming through here, I was saying earlier, I'm looking forward to getting back to doing some scenery. As I'm blaring a horn, because I really want to get orange kind of up to speed here a little bit more. Somebody mentioned in the comments about my little silos right there. Maybe I'll spray paint them or something. I don't know. They're just stand-ins. All right, I think we got a good connection right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down here. Hopefully, I'll try to kind of give you a bigger view without knocking the camera over. Come on, stay put. There we go. Find my skewer. We'll disconnect our two box cars, leave them behind, and then we'll be shoving the rest of the way. Now, and I've said this before in my videos, but you know, we get all sorts of new people, and everybody forgets stuff, like, go figure, like me. The little section of track that we're going to be coming down on over here, on this section of the layout, in orange, is really just a small section of track. This whole orange area. I'll pick this up so I can kind of show you as we shove back here. Let's see, make sure we're going in the right direction. Nope, we're not. The other direction. There we go. So, you know, I have my industries in the background over there, and then, you know, that are all just flats. And then I have the kind of the main industries, Westpac and FXI. And this little section of track that connects the stuff that's in the background to the sort of, oops, and we forgot to make a switch right there. Hold on. The little section of track I want to be coming down on right here is over here in orange is just a small section of track. Now the layout here is very similar to there we go, to the track layout here is very similar to what I've got over there in La Mirada and Cerritos, you know, where we kind of go through the little wooded area right there. But in reality, over there, this little section of track that kind of runs through the wooded area over there and our sort of a little hilly area over here, over there it signifies several miles. So I would not shove back like this if I was over there in La Mirada and Cerritos. I would actually go through the motions of having to do a runaround and everything. Whereas over here in orange, in the real world, this is actually the way that operates. There's a lot of industries, or at least the industries in the section here in orange in the real world, this is what they do. There's a lot of shoving going on here. All right, now then, we got to get rid of our little hopper right here. We'll drop him off over here, I think. Now, luckily, we got several tracks to mess with over here. All right, right there is good. And then we got to take a look at these other cars here and see what's going on. We've got puppy hair on the end of my, oh no, static grass. I thought it was dog hair on the end of my skewer. All right, so over here, if we take a look at our box cars, or if we take a look at our car cards here. So we have one car that has an off spot. That's that one right there. So that car is going to get moved from here to here. The other three cars, which is that tanker, I should say, and the two box cars, those are all pickups. So we got to get those guys out of the way. I'm going to get my car card back over here. And then try to figure out how to do this. Yeah, because then we're dropping these two tank cars off. Let's see. Let me think about this a sec. Yeah, let's just pull out. Let's start doing something here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop these two guys off on the other industry spur here. It doesn't really specify, but you know, we can kind of make stuff up as we go. We'll put them over here instead. All right, we already switched. Here we go. We're coming across. Brakes off as usual. Yeah, we'll drop these two cars off over here. You know, we could kind of, we could drop them off and call them both off-spot cars, but instead, I think we'll just put them right over here. You know, when I selected these cars, I didn't really think through, you know, it's kind of the randomness. That's where I get my randomness. I don't really think through what I'm actually doing. I just select cars. And then once we get here, we're like, oh, okay, well, this is different. All right, we'll leave these two guys right here. Okay, then and actually before we go here, let's think about this a second. Yeah, we'll keep on going. Do you ever do that? Do you ever like not really plan things out and get yourself in a little bit of a bind? It's actually kind of fun. It's more fun when I'm not holding a camera and trying to talk too at the same time, you know. And we'll see how far we get over here. I don't know if we're gonna get done with our little hopper right here, going all the way down there. Right there's good, Engineer Rick. Where are you going? Okay, yep. Let me get that switched. All right, let's get in here, get our pickups, respot our off-spot car. You know, and every time I do this, oh, we gotta blow the horn here. Hold on a second. Even though half the time I forget to blow the horn, but you know, every time I do this over here, and I always just love how insanely complicated it can get without you know, with just the small amount of cars. And we didn't get a good connection right there, so I'm gonna back up. We're kind of on this little curve right here. All right. Let's see if we can do it, or if it's going to need a little helping hand. Nope. All right, well, at least we got the two box cars. All right, here we go. I'm going to have to try to hold the controller, the camera, and run the locomotives here. There we go, got them. Ooh, other way, Engineer Rick, come on. So playing around with trying to get that tank car coupled up, we actually pushed into the two box cars, which is good, and one of them's derailed. So let's fix that really quick. I think that's just left over from my my cleaning efforts here. Must have accidentally hit that guy. Then we'll pull on out over here. We'll drop the pickups over here with our hopper, and then we got to stick our little respot tank car over in its spot. Yeah, it's always fun how complicated it can be. Right there's good. I'm not going to put the brakes on. See, and I'm guessing we're already running like quite a ways here a little bit. Let's get that flipped over, because my camera is already saying, hey, I'm hot. It's not even hot in here. It's nice and comfy in the garage, but when you film in 4K on the camera, it tends to heat up. And depending on how hot it is outside, this camera will do like 20 minutes to 25 minutes before it starts complaining about being a little overheated. Ooh, look at that. Somebody needs a coupler height adjustment right here, huh? Alright, we'll stop right there is good. Right there is good. I'm going to go ahead and decouple over here. We got our off spot car. Let's try to get him at least put into the right spot before we call it a day here for this week's video. And then next week we'll pick up yet again, hopefully with this guy, and we can finish up our little pickups and drop-offs over there with the hoppers. Right there is good. All right, we'll do a little bit of horn here, huh? All right, one car to go. And right there is good. All right, guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that. We're getting there. One day we will actually finish this local, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, all that stuff, and maybe one day we'll complete an entire local. Guys, have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you in the next operations video where we'll pick this guy up yet again. Take care.